Lights Out is a pretty solid film. I feel like I'd seen this before, but it was a long time ago and I couldn't remember much about it, so I decided to give it another watch. And I'm glad that I did. This was released in 2016. It's directed by David F. Sandberg, it's written by Eric Heisserer, and it's based on Lights Out by David F. Sandberg. And I haven't seen that short film on which it's based. I actually might go and seek it out after this discussion, but if you have any thoughts on that as well, please feel free to let me know. And this has a cast including Teresa Palmer, Gabriel Bateman, Alexander DiPersia, Billy Burke, and various others. And it had a really strong start with some really great jump scares, and I feel like it's pretty strong from the beginning. I won't say what happens in the opening scene. It's not really a spoiler with what happens, but I won't give it away anyway. But to sum up briefly, the lights go out, and when the lights go out, something or someone is out to get people, and it's focusing primarily on this family. The family members are in danger, and I think it's such a well-executed but straightforward concept, because fear of the dark is one of the most common fears. I don't have statistics to back that up, but I think it's a pretty safe thing to say that many people are at least unnerved when it's dark. I know some people are genuinely phobic of the dark, but I think most of us are at least a little uneasy. So to really bring that fear to the surface and give us something that everybody experiences, everybody turns the lights out, I think it's a fantastic concept, and it's very, very well executed. And I won't say, of course, what's happening or who this thing is or what this thing is that's tormenting people, but it's really fascinating, and I thought it was really interesting and very, very well executed. The rate at which we find out information as well, that's really satisfying. The pacing is really fantastic. The characters are great. It primarily focuses on Rebecca and her younger brother Martin. Both are great. Everybody gave really great performances, and I guess I cared about the characters. I don't need to with a horror film, because I'm there for the horror rather than developing emotional connections with the characters, but it does help. It does give it something a little bit extra, and that's certainly what was delivered here. The horror aspects are brilliant. It takes a lot to scare me, and there were definitely some scenes in this that really chilled me. The suspense is brilliant. I absolutely loved it. As I said, it was very strong from the beginning. And yes, there are some scenes where the horror aspect isn't really there, because we need scenes to just get to know the characters and for the narrative to maybe move forward a little bit. But for the most part, a lot of this is just oozing with the most amazing horror elements, and I think they just did a fantastic job. Great music, very atmospheric, great lighting. That's obviously really significant with how they handled that. And again, I think they did a fantastic job. We have a good mix of really brightly lit scenes, but some more dimly lit scenes. Again, given the narrative, I think that the lighting was really essential here, and I have no complaints about it at all. Great range of locations as well. And in general, there's nothing about this that doesn't work. Would I watch it again? I think I would. I don't watch that many horror films more than once, because I feel like once you find out who or what the thing is, or you understand what the threat is, it's no longer scary. A lot of horror, and in real life, being scared often comes from the unknown, and of course that's why the darkness is scary, because when it's dark, you don't know what's in front of you. But with this one, I wouldn't mind watching it again. Not immediately, but I'd quite happily watch this one again. And obviously, needless to say, if you're a horror fan, if you're looking for a good time, I'd say Lights Out is definitely worth watching.